So, but Hunter is like the classic honest deck. It has a very... None of its cards are ridiculously strong. Nothing it does feels massively like cheating. It just curves out well. Has some at best curved minions like Savannah Highmane, Kindly Grandmother, and then just as a hero power that finishes games quickly. So against this, it's more of a controlling deck, we know, which makes backstab less good, especially when we've not got a Van Cleef or something to combo it with. I mean, backstab's just that good though. Like if he plays Void Caller, or if he plays, and there's the justification for keeping backstab. If he plays Void Caller or Mistress of Mixtures, it's good to have an answer for it, so we can win the tempo battle. Ideally, we're looking for some coins and stuff to like Van Cleef with, and we'll go from there. So yeah, Hunter's getting a lot of representation now. It's like the 5th most represented class, in front of Shaman, Warlock and Rogue. Rogue is the least represented class currently, which is probably why I was drawn to it. So my choices here are either attack 3 times or Van Cleef backstab next turn. I really need better stuff to like combo with Van Cleef. Or Langfire. Like the big thing when you play a Miracle Rogue is comboing your gadgets, comboing your Van Cleefs, comboing your Quested Adventurers, and 0-cost spells fit that bill massively. So that's an option we can play instead. I could just go for 6/6 Van Cleef next turn. I think we're alright. Corruption's pretty naff. Again, does combo nicely with Van Cleef though. Seems fine. As I said, cheap stuff to combo with Van Cleef. We need Van Cleef to be like a 20/20. Just for it to get shut down by Siphon Soul, which is the earliest way you can kill it. Oh, it's Mill Warlock. So not great, but it is what it is. Always draws giant, feels bad man. Does indeed feel bad man. It's not end at world, but that's your late game finisher. You go Valera, Arcane Giant, stick 16/16s with a stats over 2 turns on board, win the game. Oh, that is a top deck and a half. He has still got the coin, so 100% gets Siphon Sold next turn, but it is what it is. We've established a big guy on board. We've slowed him down a touch. Again, not bad for us. Also pretty decent as it protects his Cleef. And we're starting to push through gears here. Basically, when I talk about turning off hero powers, this is a great way to turn off a hero power. Attack him at face, and then he's like basically forced into plays he don't want to mech. He can't use his life tap, which is the only reason Warlock is ever relevant, is the great hero power they've got in the locker. There's a like, it single-handedly for a long time in just after League of Explorers made Reno lock a thing, because you could use your great hero power and then boom, Reno back to full health. You've drawn a ton of cards, you win the game.
You're so sweet.
Gnome Ferrato is a joke of a card. It's literally good in mill decks. Literally. That's pretty decent though. Big stuff. I could coin out Arcane Giant. How likely is it to have Siphon Soul? I think we set up next turn lethal. No, we don't. We don't even set up next turn lethal like that, so we'll do this. Ideal. If we're going to put him to like 9 health, then we'd have done it, and it'd have been worth doing, but we wouldn't even set up next turn lethal anyway. So if everything had lined up perfectly, we still wouldn't have managed to kill him off. Twisted Never. But you're playing on 8.
Again,
That's fine.
you to join me.
We'd rather have the tempo, so if I sap it. And then down with face again because we're getting pretty damn close. And then settle lethal. E twisted nevers us. We then play Valera the Hollow. Are we going to get there though? Like, it's a massive, massive battle at this point. We're close, but I don't think we're close enough. Although we've got 2 eviscerates left. We've got a lot of good stuff left, so we'll see. I'm still mildly optimistic we'll get there. Again, we've shot off stuff like Hellfire. So he gets a Flame Strike or something ridiculous. But yeah, we've shot off a lot of the good things Warlock can do. He can't tap. He can't Hellfire. He can't Fellfire if for some reason he's running Fellfire. I've seen Odd Person run Hellfire, but it's a joke of a card. So he finds healing. Unbelievable.
Here we go. No, you cannot escape the shadow of death.
So in theory this is next turn lethal, assuming we draw something cheap to combo with Eviscerate. If not, then we don't currently have lethal. But most times we have lethal. I'm trying to think if there's any janky ways we can bring Giants into play, but not really. Probably going to kill his own stuff off here, just for heals. Yep. In a deck that don't have a ton of heals, he's managed to find a ton of heals. That's brutal. There's your combo for Giants. What's the plays? My burn really wants to go to his face. I really want to play multiple Giants in a turn, so I could have also probably gone questing, but I've gone a different route now. Kazakus is 2 cards off proccing, a vanish and a prep. Would be banter though. Be great if we managed to make it work. So we'll try it and then leave it there. I probably should have. I 100% should have gone down the questing adventurer route. I don't know. Maybe we draw something. Maybe we got something good from his fan of knives. That what thought process. Oh, we should get one more turn. There's the prep. Prep doesn't massively help us with Giants. Does help us with Kazakus though. Prep, Giant, 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 Giant.
Death's shadow.
Do I need the prep for out else? Not really. Again, it does combo quite nice with his Giants. Try that. Are you having much success with this deck? Is it worth crafting? Miracle Rogue is always a decent deck to craft. I think you could go back probably 3 years and there's never been a time when Miracle Rogue has not been a deck. So, treachery. Who is this madman? So yeah, generally it's a pretty safe deck to craft. Like, oh, the Kazakus is live. Just a worthy disciple. We'll go for 5s. Or do we go for 1s? We'll go for 5s. Deal 5 damage. Summon 2 minions. And then another Kazakus. Deal 5 damage. Transform into a sheep. So we'll go with that. But yeah, so you're always pretty safe. If you get like the base shell of a Miracle Rogue, it's always going to be decent. Double Kazakus OP. Well, Kazakus Rogue. We all know Kazakus Rogue's a deck. So have we got the pieces to kill him? 5, 9, 13. Easy peasy. So, but yeah, so not sure if you should craft Van Cleef and Vile Spines. I mean, again, it depends entirely on how much dust you've got in locker. But it's an interesting deck, and I've heard a lot of people say it's a good deck to play, and I certainly can agree with that.